This is the best American-made guitar money can buy. The USA Custom Shop Gretsch 6120. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of On the Bench here at Cream City Music. I'm Jacob, and today we have this absolutely stunning Gretsch USA Custom Shop 1955 6120 Chet Atkins in a phenomenal orange stain. And in my opinion, and quite a few other people's opinions around the shop, this is the best American-made guitar you can buy on the market right now. So what makes this particular guitar so interesting is that this is as close to a new production 1955 6120 that you can get without buying an actual 1955. Every single piece on this guitar is custom made, except for the pickups, which are Duncan Dynasonic replicas. And these, according to Steve Stern, who was the head of the Gretsch USA Custom Shop, are as close to an original set from the 50s that you can get. The knobs are custom made for the USA Custom Shop models to replicate the original knurling pattern from the 1950s. The pickguard bracket is custom made to match the same shape and angle of the originals from 1955. The truss rod cover is as close to the original bullet style truss rod cover that you can possibly find. The tuners, while not quite correct, are Godot Kluson style tuners that are meant to be as close to the original Waverly tuners that have been out of production for decades now, as far as we can tell, but they are as close as you're going to get. The inlays are the correct size and material. The Bigsby arm is a nearly exact replica of the original 1955 panhandle arm, except this one is not a fixed position. It is a adjustable position arm, which was a big complaint in 1955. And even the heel joint is actually two pieces of wood to make this joint, and the angle at which they join together, this little ramp, is accurate to a 1955. The Japanese Pro Shop does still do this ramp, but they have it at a different angle and a different shape than these guitars. Another feature of this guitar that's maybe not unique to a 55, but distinctive to these models is that these pickups are wired in parallel. So you've got two volumes, a tone and a master volume. Otherwise, besides the arm being adjustable, besides the pickups being Duncan's, everything else in this guitar is as close to a 1955 as you're going to find. Now, being a custom shop guitar, you can order special custom features, like this one has a Brazilian rosewood fingerboard, which is, as we know, not very common on guitars anymore, but you can also get these relic from the custom shop. These might be the best relic jobs out of any manufacturer to date. The checking looks genuine. The wear patterns feel genuine. There's even a big old spot of buckle rash on the back to go with your giant country western style belt buckles that all these guys would have been wearing back in the day. This is as close to a genuine played-in guitar I have seen come brand new from any manufacturer. Now, Chet did not like all the fanciness and all the country western motifs, such as the cow and cactus inlays or the steer head on the headstock, or the Gretsch and Chet Atkins brand on the side of the body. Over the years, they would strip away some of these features, going from the cow and cactus block inlays to just block inlays, and then eventually the now famous Gretsch neoclassical thumb inlay. They would change the steer head on the headstock to a horseshoe, which would then get covered up with a plaque in later years. The Gretsch brand on the body would get removed on some models. It would stay on other models. It just sort of depended on what they were feeling at the time. But the other big thing that Chet did not like was these giant F-holes. And he had asked Gretsch to get rid of the F-holes and just paint them on, which they did not initially do on the production models, but they did make a couple prototypes specifically for Chet that had solid tops that just had painted on or inlaid with Gretsch sparkle drum material to make it look as if it was a hollow body. That guitar would then be famously converted to become a stereo pickup guitar with another pickup mounted physically in the fretboard. But as a whole, this is as close as you can get to the guitar that Chet Atkins played in 1955. So what makes the Gretsch USA Custom Shop so special is that these are not team-built guitars. The Gretsch Custom Shop is a handful of guys who are very, very good at what they do. This one happens to be built by Gonzalo Madrigal, who signed the back of the headstock. If you are looking for custom-built, high-end, boutique, American-made guitars, this is about as high-end as you're gonna find. So if you are looking for a Masterbuilt, USA-made Gretsch, you can find this one on our website at creamcitymusic.com. If you are interested in no talking, all tone ear demos, you can find those on our series Tone Check right here on our YouTube channel. And if at any point you feel like your music just doesn't have that special touch, get yourself a Bigsby Wiggle Stick and give it the soup.